How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the HR Office Podcast live here on twitch.tv/GregSnazyGamer Twitch, soon to be renamed to something related to Hardest Reset. As always, I'm your host, Greg. We're doing another Duocast, this time with the one who missed Duocast last time, or podcast last time. May, say hello.
Hello.
So you had mentioned a couple weeks ago, you're like, hey, if you want to do a Duocast sometime, that'd be good. So I took you up on that offer. So we got some crazy stuff we're going to talk about. Pride Month has finally hit us. June has finally hit us. Death Stranding has happened. A lot of the big 9-minute trailer came out, and I'm going to try to explain it to you, but spoiler alert, I'm not going to be able to explain it to you at all. Massive dump of Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers information came out that you've been sending me information about. I'm going to be playing Fuck, Marry, Kill with your husbandos to see which one you would murder, and I'm going to compile a list. So now I know who to not get stuff for you. It's going to be hell for you. It absolutely is going to be hell for you. And we got some other small things that we'll be talking about, like the new show you're watching, We Bear Bears, you're finally watching now, which seems fucking relatable as hell and all that fun stuff. And we had new HR videos and Ronin Expo to get excited for. So let's get started with the first topic here. It just literally says a nice little chat with my bro. So we did the Hardest Reset video on Thursday. We recorded it Thursday and we edited it Saturday, and it went up Saturday evening. I just want to kind of touch base because we don't get too much bro time. No. How have you been? How have you been doing? How has life been treating you?
Fairly well.
Fairly well.
Yeah, nothing really different or anything like that.
It's just
it's the same old. The
daily grind.
Yeah.
Which since I'm now back at a regular, a real person's job, as I like to call it, it's that daily grind.
Yeah.
I totally get it. Waking up early sucks, which I think you and I, when I say goodbye to you every day, we're both just like dead to the world.
Yeah.
You know, if it wasn't for the fact that Mira was making me coffee every morning, because I work for a hospital, and even if they have coffee, it's decaf.
Yeah.
Which decaffeinated coffee is a fucking crime, if I do say so myself. Because how are you supposed to wake up if there's no caffeine, my man?
That's true.
Yeah. So yeah, we don't really have bro time. I'm excited to do this podcast today because it'll be a fun bro date inside the apartment. So it'll be really cool. Hey, I could have had topics like, we paid our bill, which I gotta get. By the way, I gotta get with you about the last of the bills. Mental note right now, because I finally remembered what the other amount was. But no, it's like we could be like, we paid our bills and we still have our gas bill credit and dumb stuff like that. But no, we're gonna talk about fun stuff and everything like that. So what are you excited about coming up in like the next month? What are you excited for the summer? Etc.
Summer, I don't really have too much excited. I mean, because I'm an adult now, I don't get like summer vacations anymore. You know,
there's still things that we do during the summer regardless.
Yeah, but like that was the main thing. You know, when you were a kid, you look forward to is the whole, I'm on summer vacation.
We're gonna go on vacation. Yeah,
I can stay up late.
Yeah,
and, playing video games and not have to wake up early, go to school. I don't have to do homework. You know,
I had
type of thing.
I had a week. So it was like, for me, because when my parents divorced, I had like swaths of time where it was like my birth mother would have us for like 3 weeks and we'd like go on a vacation or go do something. See, with my birth mother and that side of the family, which is a side of the family no one in like my public life has ever met or ever will meet because I don't associate with them. We didn't really do like big vacations. We maybe like went to like an amusement park or a water park, but a lot of it was just my sister Megan and I just left to our own volition and we just entertain ourselves. We'd stay up late and go to like we'd go bowling.
With your cousin Roman.
Yeah, with cousin Roman. We totally had a cousin Roman, and all that fun stuff. No, but it's like we used to go bowling, which was always a fun time. Depending on when my birth mother would have us for vacation, depending on if it was around Megan's birthday or not. Usually Megan would have a party and all that fun stuff. When I got a car between my junior year to senior year, I got the car way after, so we weren't at the old house. So never mind on that point. I'd say probably the last summer that I ever had was 2011, which was the year that I graduated. Because that following year, I remember being really upset when I was being told I was like 18, like I was 19, and they're like, yeah, no, you're not going to have a summer in 2012. Like, you need to start getting a job. Like, you need to actually start making money and start becoming independent. And I I remember being so fucking upset by that. But nowadays it's one of those things where I'm God, I just crave like when we had the 3-day weekend last weekend. That was fucking beautiful having that extra day.
Right. You know, to worry about getting up early.
Yeah.
And everything. You know, just kind of woke up at your own time. And did your own things.
Yeah.
You know?
But like with my dad, we'd always had 1 week that we went on the big vacation. 1 year we went to Santa Cruz. 1 year we went to Lake Tahoe. We had 1 year where we just went down to San Diego for a week and just went down there and hung down there. And even on like years that we'd had like the big vacation, we would always have like 2 or 3 days we just go down to San Diego for the fuck of it because it was always nice. We always love going to San Diego. That's why whenever I have a chance to go to San Diego, I always love, because there's a lot of history going down there with my mom and dad and my sister and I. We'd always go down there, and whether it's going down there for a week and doing a bunch of stuff or just going down there for a day or like a couple days and just like going to like Gaslamp and eating fattening food, and then going to like the wild animal park or going to SeaWorld or something like that, or even just going to the beach. It's always nice. That's why whenever I have a chance, I like going back down because it's always fucking beautiful down there. I love it. And then we would always have that, and then we would always have the week we spent at Grammy and Publis. That's where we had like all of like the week long sleepovers with friends where we'd stay up to like 6 a.m. playing like video games. That's back when we were doing the Snazzy Cast that I told the story about when I was playing Doom 3 on Xbox, and my friend and I scared the shit out of each other about it. It was pretty cool. But I would say you got some stuff excited because you're going all 4 days for AX. Your birthday's in July, so we're gonna be doing whatever the fuck you wanted to do. Hey, you wanted to give a shout out to, shout out to
that one Fangirl 2015.
I'm trying to fucking. It's hard to see when we're looking back here.
You had glasses that helped you read.
I did, but when you're like close to the computer, it gets a little blurry because they're close, like reading glasses. They're not like.
Oh, I thought you needed for the laptop though.
When I'm right up on the laptop, I need. I'm certain I should be wearing my glasses.
You should be. That's what the eye doctor wanted you to wear.
Very true. Very true.
I was there.
You were there, yeah. Yes. You had to drive my blind ass around because I couldn't see shit. Yeah, that was incredible. But the thing that I am super, I would say that like we have Mira and I are going to AX for 1 day at least. Like I said, we got your birthday. I'm just excited because summer is usually when I'm most creative because I'm seeing a lot of different people and working on a bunch of different stuff. So that's what I'm excited for. That's what I was going to ask you because I was rambling on about my vacation. What are some of your favorite summer vacations when you were a kid?
Just mainly, I mean, I didn't really go on too many vacations.
Right.
I mainly stayed home and played video games. So my vacation was just...
The staycations are still awesome too. Yeah.
My favorite ones were just staying home, playing video games, you know, just eating ice cream and staying in the house with a nice cool air conditioning and getting to sleep in super late and going to bed super late, you know. Yeah. But I didn't really go on too many vacations back when I was a kid, like in the summertime.
See, my parents, because they worked fairly decent jobs, I mean, they still do, but like when we were younger, they worked fairly decent jobs because they were the definition of middle class. Like, they weren't fucking rich, but they were far from rich, honestly. Yeah. But they paid all their bills, and we were able to take us on like week-long vacations every year. Yeah. You know, and do special stuff like that. You know, so it was, and I get that I like that. Especially in today's environment, that actually is a place of privilege because there's quite a few people that I know that just like they went on one. Wow, that's great podcast material. Like belching in the middle of talking. Sorry about that. No, like there's people like, yeah, I went on one vacation when my family saved for years to be able to go on a vacation. Yeah. You know, which I would say that there's still. I mean, you talked about you didn't go on many vacations. You just went. You know, and stuff like that, and you just play video games and stuff like that. It's like my vacations were both. We have the 1 week every year we go somewhere, but then like I said, we just like when we would go to Grammy and Publis, it basically was just eating Cheez-Its and drinking Diet Dr. Pepper and playing fucking video games because I was diagnosed.
Did that exist when we were kids? Diet Dr. Pepper?
Diet Dr. Pepper's been around a very long time.
Really? I only knew regular Dr. Pepper.
I knew about it that far back because I was diagnosed as a diabetic at 11 years old.
I only drank the regular soda. I knew about Diet Coke, But I don't think it became a big thing in like restaurants until much later.
No, in restaurants, no.
Yeah.
I just meant like being at home and getting like bottles of Diet Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that it existed in the store, but I never saw it as a kid. So that's why I was like, it exists that long. But I guess it did.
I never paid attention to it until I became diabetic, and they're like, yeah, you can't drink that shit.
Yeah. Which
is weird because I have seen diabetics say, oh fuck it, I'll just do my extra insulin and drink regular soda. I'm just like, number one, that's really unhealthy. Number two, it's really fucking unhealthy. Number three, that's a lot of insulin you're wasting. And number four, it's fucking unhealthy. You know, although people would say, well, you much rather, it's better if you drink the regular stuff instead of the stuff with the artificial sweeteners and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'd much rather die of aspartame poisoning than run up my blood sugar. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good for the nice little chat with my bro, just talking about summer vacation and stuff like that. We got stuff, because we got Runner Expo coming up next week, which we'll hype everyone up for at the end of the podcast. But some other stuff. So with June coming in, and Pride Month is here. All of us non-straight, fucking gay as shit people. It's our month, baby. Like, let's fucking go. You know what I mean? Let's be real. No one in this house is straight. No, and it's like I don't want to out anybody, but I think we've all been open about some of our stuff. It's like you're bi, you know, and it took me a long time, but I'm pan because I don't care. Basically, and I finally learned what the difference is.
You like pans.
I like pants. Yes. I want to stick my dick
in
a nice round pan.
You don't like pots. You like pans.
I don't like pots. Pots not my type. Pans absolutely. Yeah. No. Bisexual. And I know someone's still going to roast me on any of the comments or on Twitter.
I'm going to roast you right now on Twitter.
Roast my ass right now. Bisexual is you're attracted to girls who identify as girls who were born as girls. Cis females and cis males. Which cis means you identify with the gender you were born as.
Which is me.
Pansexual is you don't give a fuck.
No,
which is me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
So if there's some sexy alien lady that shows up with nice big titties,
I'm sticking my dick in there. Let's fucking go.
There you go.
No, it's like I don't care. I don't care.
Titty girlfriend.
Yeah, right. Big goth. My big titty, big dick goth girlfriend. I'm totally fucking out.
Who's an alien?
Who's an alien? Yes. Who is a fucking alien? Which, speaking of that, I'm really excited for Catherine's full body. I don't know why that transitioned me to that. No, it just we're all hella not straight, which is pretty okay with me. Yeah. But yeah, it's like you and Mira are the bisexuals, and I don't care if you're fucking cis male, cis female, trans, non-binary, gender fluid.
Out of this world.
Out of this fucking world, it don't matter. If you're good, you good, man. It's great. 10 out of 10.
I'm barasexual.
You're barasexual. God damn it. Yes, I 100% agree with you. Bara titty? Yes. Ooh, that's the good shit. Who would you argue has the best bara titty? This is setting you up for failure for the Mary Fuck Kill later because I'm going to take them into
All Might.
All Might? That's some really good bara titty.
Yes.
Which, All Might's great.
Yes.
But I'm partial to Shiro.
Oh,
Voltron.
Of course, yeah.
That bara titties, that's good. That's good wholesome bara titty.
That is good wholesome bara titty.
Very, very wholesome bara titty. This is good shit, 10 out of 10.
Thor?
Or
no, Sebastian. Well, I should say Bucky.
Bucky, yeah. You almost slipped.
I almost said Sebastian Stan.
You're like, her. No, I will not forget when we were watching Winter Soldier and the scene showed up when he was shirtless. And I think the words out of your mouth, and correct me, and I'm probably wrong, but correct me if I'm wrong, we're like, oh no, he's hot. And then you're like, oh no, he looks so hot. And then the scene happens, she's like, why is this scene so sad?
I think that's probably was my line of thinking. Why is he so hot, but the scene is so sad?
Yeah. He's hot when he's sad. Some good shit. But,
that's from Free, right? The
it was from 50% off.
Yeah, the parody, right? Yeah, it was Makoto, right? When he said the heart.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
he's like, oh, he's hot when he's sad.
God, that is a name I haven't heard in a long time.
They kind of stopped it, right? Like, or they eventually finished it?
No, they never finished it. Sparky the android
was like, I'm done.
Hated it so much.
Yeah.
Like, he hated the process of it so much. I don't, like, there was speculation that there was a falling out between Octopimp and Sparky the android. No one officially ever said anything.
There was speculation, right?
There was a lot of speculation because Sparky, because people would start bugging him, like, are you and Octo at least going to... Because I think someone had asked him, like, years ago, are you and Octo at least going to suck it up and, like, finish up 50% off? Yeah. And he put his foot down, and Sparky was just like, I'm not doing this shit. It's not fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's not fun anymore. You know, especially, you know, I hate to say it, I appreciate the fandom that was growing, but at the same time, I fucking hated it. It's because all the fans would do were give him shit. If he wasn't working on 50% off any endeavor he was passionate about, you know, or I'm sorry, I realize I misgendered Sparky because they came out to be they. But they were like, they were done with it, and they didn't want to half-ass it. And then I don't even know them.
Do we know what they're doing anymore?
I don't.
Both of them?
Sparky, they've kind of just did their own thing. They had like a new job that they were at, and they were doing just like a bunch of other stuff because thanks to some of the connections they got while doing 50% off, like Sparky was able to start doing things that they wanted to do in their personal life. So they're doing really good on their own. Yeah. Octo, I have no fucking idea.
He dropped off the radar.
He kind of did, because they stopped doing 50% off, and they were going to do Yowie on the Rocks.
Then all the copyright stuff.
Then all the copyright shit happened, and that got canceled, because they did the one episode, and then that got canceled because of copyright, and then I haven't heard about Octopimp ever since.
He's probably doing something.
I remember when we met him at the Attack on Titan movie, and he was just a chill dude. It's like, you know, it's not like they did anything wrong. It's like, I legitimately...
Time to go on Twitter later.
Find out what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
Although, like, Octo had, like, ins with, like, Game Grumps and stuff like that, because he played God Hand on Grumpcade.
Okay.
And it was pretty wild, actually, like, when I saw that he had that connection. So it's like, and he was the one that was doing a lot of the editing and stuff on that. So he has a lot of editing experience. So if he dropped off the radar on his own, he could just be doing editing for someone else.
Probably.
You know, Game Grumps seems to be going through editors like that, so they could hire Octo at any fucking time.
Good.
Although, like, I can't blame, because they had, who were the surviving members of Syndigo that had the falling out with Markiplier?
Oh, Matt and
Ryan.
I think that's their name.
Yeah, they recently left Game Grumps because they started a new channel finally.
Oh wow! Okay.
Because they finally got over, obviously, the slump that they were in with after Dan. Was it Dan?
I thought it was Daniel.
Daniel?
Something like that.
After he had passed away.
Yeah.
They started finally, I think within the last year or so, started making new content, and they came to the Grumps saying, "Hey, we want to quit and just focus on that." The Grumps were like, "Go for it."
Yeah.
So it's like they left amicably. They had like this really cool like goodbye and thank you to them and stuff like that. And I think they might be doing like collaborative stuff in the future, maybe. But then again, the Grumps don't really promise anything. They just kind of let life happen because they know that life happens and shit like that. But yeah, it's what were we talking about? We were talking about Pride Month. I don't know how we got on this fucking conversation.
Oh, because we said he's hot when he's sad.
Oh yeah. That it's funny. I had stopped paying attention, like hardcore.
Yeah, after a while, like after I fell out of Freeze, that's when I stopped.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. It wasn't a comment about me not liking 50% off. It just when I stopped caring about Freeze, when I stopped caring about 50% off. Yeah. And then season 3 of Free, I still haven't watched it because hot take right now, I don't get the fucking point. They had a really great ending.
They have a movie in 2020.
And they're going to do a movie in 2020 about the Olympics, and I'm just like, are you kidding me?
Gotta ride that hype train.
Well, I'll tell you. While we're on the topic of hot takes, and while I'm on the topic of pissing a lot of fandoms off, like I tend to do, I legitimately think this new run of Code Geass shit is just a shitty cash grab.
Yeah. Oh, the movie.
And I know people will fucking fight me on it. Well,
did you hear the news? Like, they have plans for Code Geass for the next 10 years.
For next 10 years. Yeah. To which I said, that's a fucking cash grab. I'm sorry. You know, it's like, fucking spoiler alert for a long ass ago spoiler. And it's also literally the name of the movie, The Resurrection of Lelouch. Lelouch died. It was a sad, but that was the ending. Yeah. And then when I found out that they're gonna retcon his death, the first thing out of my mouth is no, fuck this. I'm not watching this. I'm not paying attention to this. Yeah. You know, sorry. It's like, you know, I do want to say this. I don't hate anyone that loves it because I have so many people. In fact, our friend, our acquaintance Adam, got a lot of attention for his Lelouch, especially when it was featured on Funimation's like Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that, and he got a lot of attention for it. I mean, justifiably so. And him and his friends are fucking excited because they love Code Geass, and good for them. I have other friends that they love Code Geass, and they're super excited for it. My personal opinion is it feels like a cash grab. Yeah. So that's my hot take. Do you have any hot takes on stuff?
Probably. I just can't think of any right now.
What do you think of the Final Fantasy VII remake stuff that's been coming out right now?
I'm ready.
I've
been ready for it.
You've been ready.
Yeah, I want it.
I think last podcast I gave my hot take about.
I think you did. You said you were like, whatever.
It's not my favorite. Final Fantasy.
You said you wanted to play.
It's
I watched the new Code Geass.
Well,
I was going to with Chrissy, but I decided not to. I changed my mind. I just looked at the plot online.
You looked at the plot.
I was like, okay, now I know. I'm ready for the
7 remake.
Yes. You said you only wanted to play for the wall market scene. That was.
I really want to play for the wall market scene, but the other thing, and I'm going to kind of add more to. So, Final Fantasy VII is far from my favorite Final Fantasy. Yeah. I don't hate it like 8 because 8 is hot garbage and irredeemable, and it's sad that Laguna, which is arguably one of the better Final Fantasy characters, got wasted in such a shitty game. I'm not sorry to say that. Part of my hatred for it too is I had an old high school friend that I fucking despise now that loved it. So it also doubles. I didn't like the game, but it also doubles for it reminds me of those really bad people from high school that were kind of you know.
That's why you associate with other people, good people.
But I don't know any good people who like 8 that much.
Oh, I was gonna say. Well, I kind of like it. I've been playing it.
You've said that.
I've been replaying it, so I kind of.
So going back to 8, like what do you?
What I like or don't like about it?
Well, no, just your general thoughts on it.
I mean, it's not the best Final Fantasy. I enjoy it. I still think the junction system's complete garbage.
No one to this day understands the fucking junction system. And I feel like if anyone says they understand it, they still don't fully understand it. I think that it's for them. It's like I think I understand it to the best of my knowledge, but I still don't fucking get it.
I think it's garbage. But I still from what I've played because I haven't gotten back to it since. Yeah. I still enjoy it. It's just don't like the system. It's not that great.
Well, I think we all agree that out of the PS1 Final Fantasies, that 9's the best one.
Oh yeah.
9's great.
9. But 7 still has a special place in my heart because that was the first one I started with.
See, 7. So here's my history with 7. I watched a friend of mine in elementary school play it. Mm-hmm. Then I didn't play it until way later in life. Yeah. So I already had played a lot more, like a lot of different video games, and it had long aged. Mm-hmm. So when I play it, it's not that it aged poorly per se. Yeah. But and I think Mira agrees, it's a very slow game as far as. I'm not saying story pacing wise, because old RPGs pacing wise were paced very differently than RPGs now. So it's like, in terms of how an RPG was paced back in the day, it's not poorly paced. Yeah. But at the same time, the battle system is super fucking slow and stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it's like, you know, especially if I were to go back to the OG Final Fantasy now, especially after seeing like the jumps that even like Persona 5 did with. That was such a fast-paced, turn-based game because that was a turn-based game. But they fine-tuned how to make it feel fast and work perfectly. Yeah. And then just the flashiest.
There was no ATBs.
There's no ATB. You had your gauges, and you could just go in a turn system. If you got the jump, you went first. If they got the jump, they went first. But you got your turn with all your players. You know, and all that fun stuff. But I think the thing, and this is what I'm adding to my opinion, is that the thing that I am actually legitimately excited about is, and it's the thing that people are complaining about with it, is that I'm excited for them not to make it a turn-based game anymore, that they're doing it as an action RPG. Because then they're updating it for people like myself who, you know, my main complaint about the gameplay of OG 7 is how slow it is. Yeah. But since they're speeding it up and having it be an action RPG, I'm really excited to play it as an action RPG. And there was a thing. Did you see that Mira tagged you in on Facebook that there's a rumor coming out that part 1 might be coming out in 2020?
Yeah. Until they say
otherwise,
until they say something like E3, I'm not gonna believe it.
Well, speaking of E3, I'm going to actually jump ahead in topics real quick because you brought up E3. 14 is going to be at E3. There was a massive, massive dump of information about the changes to every single class in Final Fantasy XIV. And Yoshi P is starting to do his press junket now for Shadowbringers. Yes. I didn't get to read the full thing. Also, it was a Kotaku thing, but it was an interview. It wasn't an
I didn't read it on either.
But the thing is that because it was Yoshi P's exact words, so at least there was that.
Yeah.
So I still fucking hate Kotaku because they're dumb.
I've never liked Kotaku ever.
Neither have I.
I don't think they're a good news source.
I've never liked Kotaku. In recent years, I've not been a fan of IGN.
Yeah,
really.
I stopped following IGN, GameSpot. I stopped following all those game news things. I don't know. After a while, I just
Polygon's
felt
okay.
I felt it got stale.
Well, what it is just there was this whole ethics and journalism thing that most of those sites lost a lot of credibility because of the shit that they were pulling.
Yeah.
The games journalism and ethics and games journalism stuff was why Gamergate happened, and a bunch of other gaming related controversies happened.
Yeah.
There's a few out there that are still good. I don't have one site that I go to.
Yeah.
I usually just Google something and I'll find something. Like, I'm actually surprised Forbes has a gaming section.
Oh, I know. I'm like,
now.
What?
And I'm like, when I think of Forbes, I think of like interviews with celebrities and like high society. And to see that they have an entertainment section where they're talking about like Marvel films and they're talking video games. They had an op-ed about Persona 5 like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Yeah, I go to Vanity for like...
Vanity Fair is a good one.
I went there for like Star Wars related stuff.
Yeah, Vanity Fair is good for like pop culture stuff.
They have pretty good interviews with the actors and
stuff. The Vanity Fair interviews are really good. Yeah. I like that a lot. But that being said, so Yoshi P's been starting his press junket. He announced that they got a lot of shit happening at E3 this year, which I think we're all excited about. But the biggest thing is the changes to the classes.
Yeah.
I can bring up the document now, and we can do a full reading of the document, but I'm not going to do that to you.
That's going to be like so long.
It's going to be a long thing, but I do want to focus on like things that we're familiar with.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you about, because you have more knowledge than me about it. All I basically have gleaned from it is white mages are pissed, aka Chrissy. She's really pissed, justifiably so, because they really nerfed white mage, apparently. You were telling me Summoner has a lot of changes.
Yeah.
And they've made... I don't want to say, because Ninja's not untouched, but they've made a lot of interesting choices for Ninja, because that's the class that I am. I need a level up to 64 in order to continue the Stormblood quest, but I'm level 63, but it looks like that they're changing a lot of. From what I got from the video that you sent me, there's a lot of like the move that, and I know 14 people are going to yell at me for not remembering the names of shit, because I've mapped it to my hotbar and I know what they do and I know the logo, but I don't remember the names of them. But it's like a bright pink with a white flower that helps regen your ninjutsu. Apparently that now has 2 charges when it originally only had 1, which that's a big fucking deal, because whenever you would usually use that when you're using a ninjutsu to do one thing, and then you need to use that regeneration to bring your ninjutsu back from cooldown ASAP and do another ninjutsu for DPS stuff. The way that I would use it, for example, I would use a ninjutsu for the combination that would speed up my combos, and then I'd hit the regen and then use a ninjutsu to put either like a debuff or use an attack. So that way I can at least get my faster combos going, and then get an attack out, and then just let everything go from there. Because for Ninja, for me, because one of the ninjutsus, like, it speeds up just by a little bit. It speeds up how quickly your cooldowns are for your combos. And there's also a move, I think it's like I said, I'm not good at naming names, but I know what everything fucking does. But and I know I'm not a true MMO player. Fun fact, 14 is the first MMO I've ever really gotten into. So I've had to do a lot of learning as far as how MMOs work. You know, because I played World of Warcraft for a week and then got bored of it because I didn't really have friends who played it. And then, like, that was it. And I was just like, I'm going to play it. But, like, I've loved 14 because basically, aside from Mira, all of Hardest Reset's playing it. You, me, Kane, and Chrissy Suya. Which, I don't know about you, but I associate Kane and Chrissy Suya with Hardest Reset because they do homebrewers with us and shit like that. But it's like, all of us play 14 together, and I found the fun in the game playing with friends. I'm like, this is what I was missing in it, and now everything makes sense. So I do want to apologize to 14 friends who've been massive MMO heads for like decades. You know, like, this is legitimately my first MMO, and I've been playing it for like 8 months. Maybe, I don't know the exact time frame, but it was like 8 months sounds about right. a lot of the ninjutsu stuff that they're adding and that they're changing is a lot from what I've seen. I mean, I know there's other things too, but what I've seen in the video that you sent me was it's a lot of like number changes for like the scroll in order to do some of your special moves. And I guess some of the level 70 stuff changed, which since I'm not a level 70 yet, I don't understand. But when I get to level 70, I'm going to rewatch the video, so it makes sense to me. But it looks like that they've done, because the guy that you sent me does the Basically series, right?
Oh, yeah, Larry Thor.
Yeah. And he was saying that, because he was saying that ninjas are a really sought after DPS class. And that Ninja, from what he got to experience with the pre-build of the Ninja, he got to play early. Because wasn't he invited by Square Enix to do something?
It's called the press tour or something like that.
So he got to go to the press tour as well. He had to play like level 80 of all the characters, right? And then when he was talking about Ninja, he's like, Ninja is still really good, solid class. But I don't know what's going on with Summoner, and I don't know what's going on with White Mage, and I want you to inform somebody like myself.
So the main thing with White Mage, from what I was reading and what Percy was telling me, is they're taking off Protect completely, so you don't get to Protect.
I'm not even a White Mage, and I'm angry at that. That's
so
crazy.
A lot of the things like White Mage is doing is just, it's gonna basically be like, they still have like some of their like DPS attacks, but mainly they're focusing more as White Mage is gonna be like a healer class, like really healing. They get wings.
They get wings?
They get wings. I don't know why.
White Mage gives you wings.
But yes, that's what you're saying.
White Mage gives you wings. Absolutely.
There's other things too. I don't remember. I just know the main thing that they said was for White Mage, there's just no more Protector. Completely taking that out, and they don't need
God,
it.
I remember the rant that Chrissy went on when she was like, I don't like that. Like, Protect is like quintessential for when you go in dungeons and do instances and stuff.
But yeah, no more. So we're not casting anymore. And there's these things called lilies that White Mages have apparently, and that'll let them do stuff. But I don't know. I just saw it in a fan art, so I have no idea. Right. White Mage is just So Protect is the main thing they're taking out.
That sucks.
And then for Summoner, they're taking out quite a few things. I can't remember some of the attacks they are, but basically it's to the point of Summoners. We have to really change the hotbars, because they're taking skills out. And so we have to replace with other skills. Dreadworm Trance is one big thing. That's like our superpower, as I like to call it. That's how we summon Bahamut and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you see me when we're in dungeons, you see this big old dragon. That's Bahamut. Yeah. That's what I summon. That now is another way to summon it. Now we get a Phoenix, or I think it's Phoenix or Suzaku or something like that. We get that, but to trigger it, you have to do like 2 Bahamuts or something like that. And
so you have to have prerequisites in order to summon it.
Yes, and we get it's kind of like I think it's called like a Cure 2 skill, but summoners get that. There's just a lot of stuff that summoners they're taking out and adding, and it's just pretty much to the point of we have to change our hotbars because they're taking out some of the skills we used to use. Oh, and then those little pets I have, those little carbuncles, those no longer will have a health bar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we just kind of, we have commands for them to do whatever in the hot bars we add on there, because it used to be certain skills that we'd have them do, but now it's a lot different. But it's like one of the main things that they no longer have health, so we don't have to worry about them anymore, because that was like one of the big things, is we had to focus on healing. So that means like healing our pets, that's out. We no longer need to do that. There's another skill, I can't remember what it is. Oh, they're taking out, I think, Fester, which is like that big old skill I do after I poison the enemy twice. It's just like this big old boof thing. They're taking that out. Okay. So it's just a lot of changes for Summoner that they're taking out, and it's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think it comes out for people who pre-ordered. It comes out on the 26th.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That's gonna be here before we fucking know it, which is why I'm trying my best to marathon through Stormblood. I'm already to the level 64 quests, so I hope I'm making good progress. I really hope I am. I'm basically, that's basically all I'm going to be doing and playing is just marathoning. In fact, when we're done with the podcast tonight, I'm jumping back on. I'm going to level back up, and I'm going to storm through more of the quests and all that fun stuff. So that'll be fun. Yeah. It'll be good times. By good times, I mean some good times, some frustrating times, but times had all around.
Well, it sounds, I heard you had a better experience with that one sword guy than I did.
Really? Yeah, that was so much fun.
Yeah, because when there was one mechanic I didn't know what to do, and my party got hit, and the person that was in my party got really mad at me and called me an idiot.
Was that the instance? Oh my god! What part of it was confusing?
It's the one where it's like a sword slash, and there's like a straight. You know what I'm talking about? Like the straight thing? And if you're targeted, you can't move, so everyone could get in the line. Yeah. I had no idea. I didn't know how the mechanic worked, and I kept moving around, and people got hit because I had no idea because this was my first time running it.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
It's when
it's like a wave. Like
there's the really small strip, and then someone gets targeted,
and they have to.
And the one that gets targeted has to get into that little non-AOE part, and everyone has to line up.
Well, no, they're the AOE. That's the thing. They're getting targeted, so they have to stop moving so everyone can line up with them. Because if they don't, the rest of the area, that's where you're gonna get hit.
See, I never got targeted though. So
I did.
I just got in the non-AOE part, and that was.
Oh yeah, that's the thing you're supposed to do if you're not targeted. I was targeted one time, and then I had no.
See, if I got targeted, I probably would have had the same thing happen to me.
But yeah, I got targeted, and I was like, but now I know for next time.
My favorite part of that battle is when you gotta attack the sword.
Oh yeah, did you get chosen, or was it another one of your party members that had to hold the sword back?
I didn't get chosen to hold the sword.
Oh, okay. Back. Someone did then. Someone in your party. Yeah,
someone held the sword back. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
It was really fun being able to attack that sword and shove it back. Yeah, in one go we got it all done.
Oh, good.
It was a good party.
Yeah.
Didn't get any player accommodations, but that's the story of my life, so it's all good.
So
I'm just a fucking DPS. Like I'm not doing the Lord's work.
Yeah. Player accommodations aren't really that important.
Yeah.
But it really just depends on the person, I suppose.
True. Yeah.
For me, I don't really care.
See, at first I cared because I thought that the party accommodations were something that were part of the stats that you get, and when everyone said, "Oh no, they don't fucking matter. They're just saying that you got accommodations."
Because you did a good job.
You did a good job, so they're gonna accommodate you. I was like, "Oh wait, that's it? Okay, no, fuck that." And then that's why, because I thought that there was like some sort of statistic that maybe it affected like you in dungeons and stuff. No. But then I realized, well, if Brad's still able to do dungeons and he's done some shitty things, then it's like. The player accommodations really don't mean shit.
Yeah, it's just if you get 10 of them, you get that title.
True.
The heart of the party. That was the main thing, is just to try to get 10 to get that title. But otherwise, they're not really. They're just there to make you feel good if you get them.
I don't know. Do you think I'm going to be caught up in time, or do you think
keep going? Yeah.
I mean, I plan on.
There you go. See, just keep playing. That's basically do what I did. That's all you do. You just keep playing.
I have no other. I mean, Stanley Cup Finals are happening right now, but it's like one game every 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
So it's like I literally I'll get home from work and the game will be on, and with how the Blues have been playing, I may just keep it on to the side as I play 14. Because last night's game was a slaughter. It was 7-2 Boston at the end. It was fucking brutal. Yeah, they pulled their goalie Binnington after the second period because he gave up 5 goals, which is uncharacteristic for Binnington. But then it sucked because this is the first time Mira's really experienced a game where after the first period you just go, I can't watch this. And I deal with it every year because, especially when the Ducks are in the playoffs, there's always at least one game. The one game I'm thinking of specifically that I actually ended up watching was last year when they were playing the Sharks and they lost to the Sharks 8-1, and you were on the fucking hockey subreddit, and I was just angry because I was just like. They're not doing this, and you were speaking hockey terminology from what you were saying. It's they're just dumping the puck in there and just not doing anything. I'm just like, I know, right? It's every year there's a game that I see the result of the first period. I'm just like, okay, this is my sign that I can't watch the rest of it. And when I left yesterday to go to the store and then get everyone's dinners, and I found out that in the span of time that I was gone, they gave up 3 goals, and then at the start of the second period, they gave up a 4th goal. I went, okay, we're turning this shit off. I can't do this. So we just played the SNES Classic instead, and that was a lot of fun. Which we're actually going to have. I'm actually going to tease our next week's video for Hardest Reset. It's actually going to be something on the SNES Classic. We're going to be playing Secret of Mana, and you've got a really just because of the dumb name that you chose for the. I don't want to spoil that part. But you chose a dumb name for the character, and you stopped playing. She's like, no, this is gold. We can't do this. So the 3 of us are going to sit around and we're gonna play Secret of Mana in a funhouse style gameplay one-off video.
Yes.
Which will be a lot of fun. Maybe it'll turn into a multi-part if we decide to play more on occasion. But I'm glad because we're getting to a point. That's another thing I'm excited for. We're getting to a point right now that we kind of have an off. I call it an off week this week when it comes to content because I don't have anything planned. The last 2 videos, which we'll get into later. The last 2 videos we've had for Hardest Reset, we had those planned.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
planned for a little bit, right?
For a little bit, yeah. Well, one of them was planned, but it was a last-minute change because the original idea just didn't work. And like I said, we'll get to that later. But yeah, it was just kind of like for this week, I was like, it was one of those days I don't know what the next video is going to be. Yeah. And then seeing that, and then you make the comment just like, I miss doing gameplay videos. We need to do gameplay videos again. Seeing that, I was just like, oh shit, why don't we just get the 2 microphones? Why don't we sit out here and we just fucking play Secret of Mana? Yeah. It would be great. And just fuck around and have a good old fucking time. So yeah, we did that instead of watching Game 3. And I'm so good. When I saw that the final score was 7-2, I'm just like, motherfucking hell, man. I felt so bad for Mira. But she's like, well, I'm not angry or anything. I'm just like, I know, but I understand the feeling of seeing your team play a really shitty game and whatnot. And that was you when the Sharks lost last year. Which, because of the Sharks getting knocked out this year, there's a lot of changes that are looking to happen with the Sharks this year. Pavelski may get traded. Yeah. Thornton may retire.
He needs to.
He's about to turn 40.
He's old.
He's
Grandpa.
old. Grandpapa.
Grandpapa.
Grandpa Jumbo, as they call him. Yeah.
Grandpa Jumbo needs to just.
Grandpa Jumbo needs to retire.
No disrespect to him, but he's getting up there.
He's played for. Here's the thing. He's played for a very long time, and I 100%. I was very much against the Sharks just because of the anger I had for kind of the shitty calls that the refs were giving to them. Yeah. But like I never hated the Sharks. Like the Sharks are a fantastic team, and there's a lot of great players on it. Like I love Pavelski. Tomas Hertl's a great player. Joe Thornton's great. Brett Burns, Mr. Summerteeth, is fantastic. They got a lot of great players. Erik Karlsson was a dangerous defenseman, which we don't know what's going on with him either because he's still dealing with his groin injury, and he may get traded again, and we don't know. And then guys like Timo Meyer, and like they have like a really good corporate team, and like Evander Kane. They have a lot of good people, like people that are deserving of getting a cup. Yeah. And I will say, with Thornton, it's bittersweet for me. I would love to see him play one last season, and that be the season that they finally win the cup. Yeah. But I also think because like 40 is old for a hockey player. Yeah. Goalies can sometimes get away with it because they're not the ones getting checked into the boards all the time. But at the same time, it's like, especially when you're on a line, it's like your body's been beat to shit. Yeah. In fact, it was funny that when he did his interview after they had lost, he's the only one that did the locker room no shirt interview where he had just a shirt around his neck, and he's just in the locker room just chatting because the game's over. Yeah. And the commentators were even like, God, that's so old school of Thornton. He's the only one that does it. And they were kind of laughing about it, like in a good way. Yeah. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of change. I'm gonna be looking out to see what's going on. I'm also looking at what's going to be going on with Vegas because I think Vegas is going to be locking in some longer contracts for some of their players. And then, yeah, I'm just Mira's all nervous and excited because her St. Louis Blues are in the final. Megan's excited because her Boston Bruins are in the final. So it's like both teams deserve it. I mean, I may think Marchand on the Bruins is a dirty player, but a lot of it in hockey fans think that. It's like he's been a dirty player. He was the one last year that licked the face of another NHL player, which was the most awkward thing I've ever heard. Yeah, he literally was in his face and just went, ugh. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Marchand? Like, holy shit. It's funny because like I have those like hockey compilation videos that'll come up. Watch them. One of them is called "Dirty Players Getting What They Deserve," and like a good third of the video was Brad Marchand. I think that's his name, whatever his first name is, but Marchand getting the shit beat out of him because he's a dirty player. I don't want to say all of Boston's dirty, but they do have like Chara is like a 6'40" fucking beast of a man. He's a tall fucking dude. What they would say in sports, a big boy. He is a big boy. Yeah, it's been crazy just kind of seeing her nervous excitement. But how that ties back to what we were previously talking about is, regardless of when the NHL games are going to be, I'm going to be playing 14 and trying my fucking hardest to get caught up because you better fucking know that we are going to have a Shadowbringers video when the game comes out, which I am so excited to do. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a good times had by all. Couple other things since we're on the gaming topic. I'll go ahead and go to this right now. You have not watched the Death Stranding trailer, but I've watched the Death Stranding trailer.
It makes no sense, right?
That trailer was the weirdest fucking trailer I have ever seen, and I've watched the previous Death Stranding.
Yeah,
trailers.
I've seen the other ones. Kojima is being Kojima, basically, right? It makes no.
Somebody gave Kojima a wild set of shrooms.
He just made it.
This game.
I hope it's a game that's like a movie.
I kind of do.
Because I want to watch these
I kind of want to. I kind of hope that like. I hope that the gameplay, because the stuff they're showing that looks like it's gameplay looks stressful as shit.
So Metal Gear Solid, basically.
Norman Reedus has a ponytail at one point because his hair's so long.
Nice.
And you're just like, yeah, there you go. I've never seen Norman Reedus with a ponytail, but it looks so weird.
This game will give you.
This game has given us that,
yep.
Which you bet your ass that there were fangirls that went crazy for that.
Oh yeah.
The Funky Fetus is as funky as ever. Mads Mikkelsen,
is in there like 4 different times.
Apparently. I can already hear Tumblr users calling him daddy, and it makes me feel awkward. Yeah. Troy Baker plays a character who basically just looks like Troy Baker with like
edgy
Gerard Way eyeliner. There's some stuff about rebuilding America in the trailer.
Oh, good.
And
Trump would be proud. Totally.
Politics makes me uncomfortable, my dude. No, oh my god, yeah, that trailer was one of the, like, I'm still, like, I literally watched it right before.
How long is it?
8 minutes and 53 seconds.
Well, I will set some time aside before I go back to my show later and just watch it.
Fucking wild.
And be even more confused of what's going
on. I think Patrick Seitz made a tweet about, it's like, hey, there's a new Death Stranding trailer out. Me. Cool. We could be just as confused as ever. And it's the gif of that guy.
That dude.
The dude just nodding. It was all that fun.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, yeah. I saw that too.
Yeah. It's so weird. I know nothing about what this game's going to be about, but I really want to fucking play
I think that's the majority of people.
Yeah.
I think that's why the trailer works so well, because we're so confused. We want to know.
I legitimately, like, half the reason I want to play this game is just to figure out what the fuck is this game.
What is it about? I know.
Yeah.
Why does he have a fetus? Why?
They're rebuilding America, apparently.
Why is Mads Mikkelsen in there 4 different times in different garb outfits? Because if you saw the screenshots, he's like in glasses in one shot, and then he's like has like bleeding in his eyes, like the edgy eyeliner thing going on.
Edgy bloody eyeliner.
Yeah, and then he's like a scientist-looking dude and something. I don't know.
He could also play 4 different characters at this point.
Yeah, but they all look the same though.
They all look like Mads Mikkelsen. Yes. Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I want to know what emo Troy Baker has to do with all of this.
He's going to help rebuild America.
He's gonna help. Emo Troy Baker will make America new again, and it'll be great. It'll be fantastic. No, it's such a it's like I said, I have no fucking clue what that game's about, but you better damn well know that come November when that game is out, I'm buying that game and fucking playing that. What do you mean by no?
I don't know.
I'm not allowed to play it?
Nope, we can't have funky fetuses in this house.
Can you imagine doing a video of the Funky Fetus as dressed up?
We can have Norman Reedus, but we can't have no Funky Fetus.
What if you dress up as Norman Reedus for the video and I was the Funky Fetus?
Okay.
It was like a fetus with like a 70s afro.
You know this has to happen, right?
We have plenty of time to start working on this and make this happen.
We're probably not even going to remember this idea.
We're not even going to remember it.
Or magically we will like a week before.
Maybe, and then we'll be scrambling like, we got to go to Party City now.
Yep.
So, shout out to our neighbors.
Hey, bro.
What's that?
That's what he said. Hey, bro.
Hey, bro. No, yeah, so Death Stranding is weird. I'll tell you what doesn't seem as weird is that you're watching a new show. I mean, it's
not new. It's been around since 2015.
Yeah,
but it's new to me.
It's new to you. You've been watching what, We Bare Bears?
Yes, We Bare Bears.
So tell me all about it. Tell me what interest got you to check it out, and do you mind if I borrow a sip of your water while you talk about it?
So I found the somebody retweeted a tweet from the creator of We Bare Bears. It's this guy, and there was an article going around because they're making a movie next year and a spin-off of when they're little babies.
Yeah.
And
was it called Baby Bears, right?
Yeah, Baby Bears. And then he posted a tweet of a cereal box where it has, where you can get collectible stuff.
Yeah.
In like Thailand, they have cereal boxes where you can get free We Bare Bear spoons. Like they have one in a different box.
Right.
So you can get all 3. So that's what made me want to watch it, because I'm like, I really want these spoons.
Get those spoons.
So it was spoons that made me want. And I mean, I've been to like I saw previews of the show like back when it first came out. I wanted to watch it because of the panda bear.
Yeah.
And then I go to the store called Miniso, and they're like what's the word? What is it when a franchise works closely with a store and they're partnered with like Cartoon Network because they have like Adventure Time stuff there too.
Right.
But they partnered with We Bare Bears, so you can find all kinds of merch. Like you can find plushies of the bears, little like that thing you plug in with to help charge your phone when you're out and about. Power bank. There you go. Power banks. They got little fans. They got little notebooks, little pillows, and it's everything. Like
they have a bunch. They have a shitload of merch.
of merch, and every time I go to Miniso, I always see these. And they had little plushies. One time I went there, they had plushies. They're magnetic because in the show, how they walk is they stack on each other.
Yeah.
So the plushies kind of like. You can make them stack on each other by like putting them in order,
or
however
really
any order you want to do. You don't have to go by the show.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, so that's what finally made me watch, and it's really funny, and I relate too much to the panda bear.
Oh really?
Pan as Grizzly. Grizz calls him because
Grizz is the
they're
black
called
bear,
they're called
the brown bear.
Grizz is the brown bear. Panda is obviously the panda, and the white one is not called a polar bear. He's called Ice Bear. Ice Bear. And he speaks in third person, and he's really quiet. And
he's a quiet guy.
Yeah, but he's like really wise beyond. Like he acts like he's wise, and he likes karate.
Naturally.
And he does all the housework and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
So he's like a mixture of like Mr. Miyagi, Ignis, and like all of our introverted selves.
Yeah, basically, yeah. He basically does the cooking, he does the cleaning. He's basically like the housewife of the three, if that makes sense. Like he does all the house stuff.
He's the mom friend, basically.
He's the mom. Well, they're all brothers.
I know that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you knew that.
I
didn't know if you knew that, but
yeah.
But yeah, he's like basically the mom of the family. Yeah, he takes care of them. Yeah, and it's really funny. And the episode I watched where they had movies had a bunch of movie posters of parodies of movies. They had one based off Twilight.
Oh no! Oh, that's bad.
And I was like, I'm getting flashbacks to the days I was actually in Twilight. Those were the days.
Were you actually in the movie Twilight or just into Twilight?
Like what?
You said you were in Twilight. I was like, were you really?
Yeah, I was actually in the movie. Yep.
Were you the stunt double for? What's Jacob's actor's name?
Taylor Lautner.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, that was me. Abs and all.
Abs.
Yep, that was me. I totally did all those stuff.
You really were like doubled down in liking Twilight once upon a time.
I did. I had a thing for Taylor Lautner. Like Jacob was my favorite. I wrote fan fiction. I read the books. I watched them. The reason why I even got back in the movies is because Taylor Lautner was hot and he took off his shirt in the second movie.
Didn't you say you watched his really shitty action movie he was in?
No, I've actually never seen Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
No, Shark Boy and Lava Girl is a fucking legend.
That's the only one I know he was in.
No, the one it was like a weird like spy movie or something that he was in, or an action movie. Hold on, no, I know you said that you went to the movies to see it because of Taylor Lautner. I'm pulling up his IMDb.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's that spy movie. Yes, me and Daniel, my friend Daniel. We went to go see it. He took me because I really want to see it. I know which one you're talking. I forgot the name of it. It's the one where he was like he was a spy.
Abducted.
Yep,
that's what it was.
Yes, yeah. That movie was.
No, Shark Boy and Lava Girl is a fucking.
But I saw that because Taylor Lautner was in there, and I was like, oh, he's so hot, I have to see it.
Yeah.
So yes, I did see that movie.
I'm about to say, you said you saw it just for the sole purpose of Taylor Lautner.
Mm-hmm. It's been a long time since
my dad got dragged to see those movies.
But he was a good husband, though.
He was a good husband, yes.
Yeah, I saw it with your mom.
You did. And
so he said that kudos to him.
I mean, he said some of the female vampires were hot in those films.
There you go.
Just like, at
it makes up for it, yeah.
Something to look at least.
Exactly. Something to appeal to the masses.
He said that he said he was frustrated the most because he wishes that Alice was more of a main character because he's like, at least she was badass and I was invested. What's the guy she was with?
Oh, Jasper.
He's like, he had told me, he's like, yeah, if the movies were about those two, I think I would have actually liked Twilight because they seemed cool.
I think what's her name, Stephanie Meyer, missed a good chance because she wrote a spin-off book on another vampire that nobody she was in there very little or something. But I was like, you could have like made the books based off Alice and Jasper. I mean, I would have read about the Cullens. That would have been interesting.
I was gonna say, my dad had watched it. I literally have not watched a single minute or read a single page of any.
You're not missing.
And I know I'm not missing anything. And then,
of course, Stephanie Meyer made like not a spin-off, but it was like a book in the perspective of Edward. Like all the events take place in Edward's point of view, and I was like,
that's so stupid.
I had a best friend back in the day. She loved Edward. She was Team Edward, and I was Team Jacob.
Can you believe that fucking Robert Pattinson's gonna be the new
Batman? I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't know.
People are saying that, well, he's been in other movies. I'm like, I know.
But all I see him is Cedric Diggory in Harry Potter.
Who fucking dies.
Yeah, he fucking dies. That's the only thing I associate with Harry Potter.
Yeah.
At least with Daniel Radcliffe, I know he's done other stuff, and I can associate him.
He was naked on stage.
He was, with a horse.
With a horse, yeah. Man, what a wild career.
He's in that show with Steve Buscemi.
He is, yeah.
Where he's like their God's helper or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, that show looked wild.
It looked weird. It really did. Like, they're doing that show, and then David Tennant's doing that Good Omen show.
Oh, yeah, I see the preview on Hulu.
And it's like, this is a weird time to be alive.
And then, of course, David Tennant on the side, he's dubbing for DuckTales. He's Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, guess who's directing that? Sam Riegel.
Oh, that's right.
Sam Riegel's the director for that.
DuckTales.
Woo. So he gets to work with... That's how Sam Riegel knows Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh, that's right.
Because Lin-Manuel Miranda's in DuckTales. So he's directed Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Connection.
Yeah, right. And then what was the other thing? Oh yeah, David Tennant does Genlock with Rooster Teeth with Michael B. Jordan and Dakota Fanning. Which wasn't Dakota Fanning in Twilight?
I think she was. She was one of the Volturi. I think she was. Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what that means.
That's like it's like the vampire government.
Oh, there's a vampire government?
Yes.
Damn, there's a lot more to Twilight than I realized.
Yes.
This sounds wildly stupid. And
it's not very good.
It's not good, but it sounds wildly stupid.
Nah, I'd say if you ever for some reason have to watch it drunk.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'll get shit faced and we'll have drink just like we're gonna do with Hobbs and Shaw when we go see that. Yeah, that's not gonna be a good movie, but we're gonna have
not alcohol. Even The Rock is gonna like redeem it for me.
Dude, I like Jason Statham and The Rock, but that's gonna be a garbage fucking movie, dude.
As long as I have my spicy popcorn and my drink.
You're gonna have some alcohol, a very sweet drink, and you're gonna have your spicy popcorn, and I'm gonna have alcohol, and we're gonna sit there on a Tuesday and watch that fucking movie because I'm not paying full price. We'll use our fucking AMC stubs. $5 Tuesdays because I'm not giving that movie full money.
That money full movie. Yeah. It just does not look good.
Or if we go on a weekend, we're going to like one of the shitty movie theaters in San Bernardino because I don't want to spend $15 to $17 per person for that.
Speaking of movies,
we have to go see Detective Pikachu.
I was about to ask you that.
We will go soon.
Okay.
I promise you that.
I want to see Fluffy Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go eventually. I know we were supposed to go this last week, but time kind of got away from us and stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty great. Let's see what else we got going on right now. We're blowing through our topics. Oh, that's our next topic. Okay, so since I've got you here.
You do have me here.
You're sitting here right now.
We're not sitting in the car.
We're not sitting in the car.
No.
When I think of you,
okay,
I think of the copious amounts of husbandos you have.
Of course.
So I want to play a little game.
All right.
It's a simple game.
Is it like Jigsaw?
Yes.
Let's play a game.
I want to play a game.
What does he say? I want to play a game? Or what does he say?
Basically, the vernacular is, he would say if you were in a such a Hello May, I want to play a game.
Okay.
So he wants to play a game. And
so what happens if you were in there and he says he wants to play a game, you just kind of just sit there and go, like, we still die? Like, I've always wondered about this. Like, if you don't do anything, you're just like, he asks you and you're like,
Well, if you don't solve the trap, you fucking die.
Okay, so you die anyway.
You
regardless.
Die if you solve the trap.
Then you don't die.
You don't die.
Okay, so you
may have to lose something, but
you can't be nonchalant about this whole thing. What if he kidnapped someone that didn't care? They're like, yeah, okay, whatever. Do you think he would do that? Do you think he would like take someone that's like apathetic and it's like, whatever?
Well, I mean, he takes people who've done really bad things in their lives.
Oh, so apathetic people won't really do any. Well, maybe they could.
Maybe if you stole like a candy bar when you were 5 years old, Jigsaw's not going to take you.
He's like,
but if you participated in a triple homicide and got away with it, he's going to get you.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, good thing he's never going to get me because I haven't.
Your biggest crime is you're a fucking meat ass with a bunch of husbandos.
Oh, see, this is the game he'd make you play.
Yeah,
Say, come on, babe. You want to play a game?
You want to play a game?
Okay, sure, why not?
He'll be like, come at me, bro. Let's go.
Right,
He'll be like, are we going to play some fucking Pong? Are we going to play fucking Peggle? I don't know. Can you imagine if he made you play Peggle? I don't know.
With the unicorn?
Yeah,
was there a unicorn in
Yes,
Peggle?
there was a unicorn in Peggle.
You know what? No, you know how he'd make me do? He would make me roll in the gacha for Go. And if I don't get at least one 5-star servant, he'll kill me. That's it.
Your neck will get snapped.
Yep. You didn't roll. Your luck was shitty.
You wasted your time on things that you valued over other actual people. So now you have to play the real gachapon. Inside this capsule, inside this is an actual gachapon capsule. Inside will be a tool. You have to use the tool that you roll in order to escape this puzzle.
Oh, yeah.
And you can either get something that's a key or something that's like a dull butter knife to cut your arm off in order to get out of a fucking arm.
That
pin.
would be me.
You know what? You get like the 2-star, that's kind of like the scissors. You know, like when you're trying to figure out how to cut off your finger in Heavy Rain.
Yes.
And it's like you go with the dull scissors. Yeah.
Yep.
But we're not going to talk about that.
Okay.
But I do want to play a little bit of a game.
Jigsaw wants to play a game.
Jigsaw wants to play a game. I'm not Jigsaw, but I do want to play a game.
I hope you're not.
No, I'm not. Trust me. If I were Jigsaw, they would not be life or death. They'd be like, you're an asshole. Just stay down here and think about what you've done for like 3 days.
You've been a bad boy. You sit. You go in the corner and think about.
You go in the corner and think about what you've done. So we're gonna play a rousing game of Marry, Fuck, Kill.
Okay.
But we're gonna do it with
Jigsaw style.
Yeah, it's gonna basically kind of be that.
All right.
Because they're all including your husbandos.
I have an idea for a short.
Oh, you have an idea for a short? You have to tell me.
Okay.
Save that in your little brain palace, and we'll talk about it after the podcast.
Okay, Sherlock, my mind palace.
Your mind palace, brain palace, whatever. I say brain palace because I don't want the copyright infringement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stephen Moffat come after us.
Fuck, that was his name. I couldn't remember. Mira and I were talking about Doctor Who
really?
like 2 or 3 days ago, and I couldn't remember the writer who everyone bitches about.
Oh, Stephen Moffat.
Is Stephen fucking Moffat.
Like Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg.
I said Mark Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg.
So we're gonna play Marry, Fuck, Kill.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do.
You're gonna hit your elbow.
I'm gonna hit my elbow. So I'm gonna do 4 rounds of this.
Okay.
All related to series.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna start.
I'm ready.
We're gonna start. I don't want to say simple. No, this is already starting in hard mode.
Okay.
So
hard mode.
We're already starting because this is for.
That's what only true gamers play is hard mode.
Hard mode. Dark Souls. Get fucked. Praise the sun. No. We're gonna start with your 14 loves and husbandos.
Okay.
So Marry, Fuck, Kill.
All right.
And I'm not gonna say Harchafont because you say kill because he's already dead.
Okay.
Sir Emmerich.
Okay.
Thancred.
All right.
Lord Hien.
Okay. So I'm gonna marry Emmerich.
Okay.
And then who was the other two? Oh, okay.
Thancred
and then I would kiss.
Kiss or fuck? It's Marry, Fuck, Kill, not Marry, Kiss, Kill. Marry, Fuck, Kill.
Okay, so I marry.
So you marry Emmerich. Who'd you fuck?
I would fuck Thancred.
Yay! Rip Lord Hien.
Yeah. It's okay, you know what? Because he's protected by plot armor anyway.
He would die.
He's got
But he wouldn't
Yugiri.
actually die. He's got Yugiri.
Yeah, he would fake his death. But yeah, that's who I go.
Wow, that was a hard thought. All right, here we go.
Chrissy would be like, May, why?
Chrissy's like, Chrissy's texting you right now, like,
why?
May, you've betrayed me. How dare you? Okay, so
here's the earth.
Man, that is a sweet earth. Okay, there's gonna be 4 rounds of it. So the last round's gonna be like your 3 marries together. So it's gonna be great.
You're cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be
You
great.
better make mental notes then.
I already have mental notes. All right, so round 2.
Okay, fight.
This is Fate.
Okay.
Ozzy.
Okay.
Lord El Malloy.
Okay.
Ku.
Okay, well, I'm going to marry El Malloy.
Obviously.
And I will fuck Ku. And then Ozzy can just go kick the bucket.
Wow, you're fucking ruthless with that shit.
You know what? He could be reunited with his wife.
Oh, that's true. Oh my fucking god. Okay. Alright. Holy shit.
You're like, your mind's blown, huh? You're like,
You've thrown me off so much.
Have I thwarted you? Have I thwarted your evil plan?
No, you haven't thwarted any evil plan.
Okay.
I just, holy fucking shit. That's... Okay. So the last one.
But there were 4 rounds.
Well, remember, the last of the new ones, and then the last round's going to be all your 3 marries.
Okay. All right.
So, marry, fuck, kill.
Okay.
Persona 5.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
You're like, oh no.
Okay.
Ren.
Oh no.
Ryuji. Akechi.
Okay. Well.
And think about this for a good minute.
I know.
Because you could potentially have a very angry Gurg here.
Gurg here.
Yes. Gurg.
Well, let's see.
Marry, fuck, kill.
I'll marry Ren.
Marry Ren. Okay.
Yes, I'll marry Ren. I'll fuck Ryuji.
It's the best day of my life! Fuck off, Akechi!
Well, I already would do that, but I'm fucking Ryuji. And then Akechi, because
he's already dead,
sadly.
Spoiler alert, he's already dead.
Spoiler for a 2-year-old game.
I know, it's a 2-year-old game. Yes. Alright, so the final round. Okay. This is all of your marrieds. So that means it's between Ren, Waver Velvet, aka Lord Elmaloy, the second. That's the second, right?
Yes, that's the second.
And Sir Emmerich.
Okay, so
marry, fuck, kill.
I'm gonna marry Emmerich.
I'm
gonna fuck Elmaloy.
You're gonna kill Ren?
Yeah, I'm gonna kill Ren.
Well, I mean, Akechi already killed him, technically.
I know, right? So...
Damn. Wow.
That hurt me on the inside.
I'm about to say, I've learned a lot about you today.
Have you?
Yeah, I thought you would be more pain, but you blew through that shit.
I am pain secretly.
Yeah. Do you have any for me?
Oh. No, because I didn't think about it. That's gonna be for another time.
No, we'll do it another time. It's all good. Because I'll say, if you had some for me, I'll answer them now. But if not, I'm not gonna sit here with a bunch of dead silence.
5.
5. What?
Because like, what's your answer? 5.
I don't know what's better than 24.
25.
25. That's pretty great.
Yeah.
All right. So we just got a couple other topics, and then we're going to be done. This is a nice, short, condensed podcast.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it.
It's really nice. Okay, so we're going to unplug from the last 2 Hardest Reset videos.
Okay.
So 2 weeks ago, Mira and I did a Try Not to Laugh challenge, which I lost miserably at.
Were these videos really funny?
The thing, so here is the deal with that video.
Okay.
So the original video that was supposed to come out, and I still have the raw audio and video for it.
Okay.
The original video was supposed to be... Because you know how much I fucking hate TikTok.
Yes.
I fucking...
For whatever reason, you don't like
hate it. I'm an old man.
You are an old man.
I really am an old man, especially with TikTok. Like, I didn't understand Snapchat when it came out, but for a justifiable reason of, I don't understand creating content that's only available for 24 hours.
Fun fact, I still don't understand Snapchat.
Well, the thing is that, like, when the Snapchat idea is integrated to... places like Instagram, where you have the long form content and you have the 24-hour stories for like, here's what I'm up to, here's what I'm doing, here's some cosplay progress. That's when that idea kind of made sense to me, and I wasn't as much of an old man about it. TikTok makes no fucking sense to me, and I think it's cheap, easy content for lazy content creators, and I'm saying that on the fucking record because that was literally the nicest thing that I said when we were trying to do so the video idea was. Mira was going to look up like best of TikTok compilations, right? And it was going to be a test for me for like, all right, TikTok, this is supposedly your best. Change my fucking mind. And it literally was. It was an hour-long recording block. It was 50 minutes of me screaming about how stupid the content was, how cheap and easy the content was, how it's like I feel like that the content creators on TikTok are taking an easy way out using, because that TikTok used to be Musical.ly, which was a lip syncing service. You know, they make it really easy in order for you to make content because they got all the filters and shit there already. You know, and it easily gets compared to Vine. But the thing about Vine is that Vine, you had to know how to write a quick joke. You know how to write something that made sense in 6 seconds. You also know how to edit well. Because it was a lot of fast edits and you had to tell a punchline in 6 seconds. There was, you know, not to say that there wasn't cringe on Vine, because there's cringe everywhere.
I think there's cringe in any
there's
social
cringe
media
everywhere.
you go to.
But, like, I legitimately feel TikTok is a waste of time. And I don't understand people who thinks... my general consensus was, you know, because one of the ones, and this is part of the reason why we scrapped the video, is one of the videos she showed me, it was cosplayer related. And
I noticed TikTok is very popular with cosplayers.
Even though, like, part of why we had to scrap that video was that whole first half of the video, there was going to have to be a lot of editing. Because while I was not saying anything about the cosplayers in the video, it literally was 30 to 45 minutes of me going, I'm not hating on your cosplay because you look great. You're just wasting your time on this pointless content. Yeah. You know, when you could be doing other stuff. And the video really just was mean-spirited. Yeah. And even with my repeatedly saying, like, the cosplayers themselves are great, it's a fundamental issue with TikTok that it's cheap, easy content when these talented cosplayers can be doing something completely different and honestly, way more creatively satisfying than lip-syncing to something. You know, it's like, it's something that in that video, it didn't change my mind at all. It's like, it's something that I fundamentally do not like about TikTok. That I just don't like it. And we finished recording the video, and I went to the gym, and I'm thinking about the video, and I texted Mira saying, we need to scrap that video. It's too mean-spirited. Because usually, like, if I get angry about something, I want there to be some sort of comedy to it. Yeah. You know? I want to be like, I'm getting angry, and you guys are laughing. I'm legitimately getting angry. Like, I was getting legitimately, like, angered by the content I was seeing. Yeah. And Mira's just kind of sitting there like, I thought it was fun, and I had to keep saying, it's like, I know you like it, and I don't like it, and that's all it was. It just sounded like me bitching for an hour. Yeah. So we scrapped the video, and I'm like, well, let's do this instead. Well, and I texted her while I was at the gym. I was like, well, let's do this instead. Why don't we pick videos for each other for like a couples try not to laugh challenge? It's like videos that we know would make each other laugh. So we basically chose videos that we knew would make the other laugh, which is why I lost instantly. Yeah. She ended with the Anyways My Broski's video, which I had that on fucking repeat, which is fucking great. Yeah. It's one of those things.
Yo, girl, you smell like freshly waxed socks. Well, at least I smell good, like clean, fresh laundry.
I mean, hey, fresh laundry's good, my dude. Hell yeah.
But then you gotta fold it later.
Oh yeah, unless you're wearing it tomorrow, so you can just leave it.
Oh, you
can
just throw it on your chair.
Throw it on the chair, and you're good.
But yeah, I see TikTok as a thing of where I guess it's good, like, if you want to start out like creating something. But
being TikTok famous should never be an end game. I'm sorry.
I know, but that's what I see it as. Yeah. How free
on a scale of wow.
How free are you, Greg?
I feel like none of them are technically free. I'm freer on America's standards, honestly.
I'm free like the anime show.
But anyway, yeah. So back to the
so
TikTok
I just
thing.
feel TikTok is just. I guess it's a good way to start out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I feel like it's a good way to start out, but like you said, it probably shouldn't be the end game. But, you know, it's like different structure, different folks. Yeah. You know, some people like TikTok, and I know some people that like TikTok.
I personally know people that they make a good chunk of content on TikTok, and that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, they're having fun with it. That's like the main thing, is as long as you're having fun.
That was part of it, too, was kind of reflecting on the video that we ended up scrapping. I'm just like, I know I'm going to be getting at least comments, if not messages, from like 2 or 3 different people saying, hey, I know you hate TikTok, but you didn't have to suck the fun out of it for me. Yeah. But after thinking about the way that video came across. So it's like, I looked at them like, it's too mean-spirited. You know, our serious videos, you know, like when we've discussed Vic Mignogna, for example, like on the podcast and stuff like that, you know, that has a serious tone, but for the most part, we're a comedy channel. Yeah. We like to, if one of us gets angry at something, it's like a comedic anger. Like, I think like Game Grumps or Achievement Hunter, or like, you know, when they get angry, but there's a comedic value to it. But like that was just me getting angry at something that I hate, and there was no entertainment value.
Yeah, and at that point, it's just like
it just wasn't. There was no fun.
Yeah, you don't want to. At that point, you just don't really want to post.
Yeah. It's just now me like 3 or 4 years ago, I would have posted it and said, "Fuck all you haters, y'all motherfuckers need to learn the truth." But as you know, as I may only be 26, but I've still learned a lot in how you have to try to hold yourself. Yeah. And I still fail at that a lot in my personal life, but I think all of us do at some point. But like as far as like publicly doing stuff, like I had the maturity to be like, we can't put that video up because I may in that moment feel vindicated in my anger, but if by the time that video got posted, I couldn't stand by what I said. I mean, I still stand by my dislike of TikTok, but I don't stand by what seemingly came off as talking down to people when that wasn't the intention of the video, and I didn't want it to be like a ready, fire, aim situation.
Oh yeah,
so that got scratched. So that's why we did the try not to laugh challenge as well.
And then what was the other video you were gonna mention? Is the one we just did?
The one we just did.
So the music one where I don't know any fucking music whatsoever.
So
because I'm like really bad at it.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that moment. Okay. But just to wrap up on that's kind of where the couples try not to laugh challenge. And I know try not to laugh challenge has been done to death, but like kind of part of the reason why we did it is because I needed something lighthearted after recording that video. And it was great. There's the Sims 3 patch notes video. That's really good. Reading the patch notes. Sims patch notes in general are just fucking incredibly funny.
Really?
Yeah, they're just incredible with how funny they are. And then I'm gonna call Mira out right now, even though she's not out here. She claims that she didn't laugh to the second to last video, but she was smiling and quoting the video, and I'm just like, that's not allowed technically. No. Because you're supposed to not laugh or have any reaction. She was having the reaction. Okay. I was like, I won't call you out for that. No, but it was good though. She lasted longer as far as not actually laughing, because I'm just a giggly bitch when it comes to funny stuff.
That's me.
Yeah, same. Okay, I gotta ask this before we move on to the fucking the video we posted yesterday. What are videos that you think about that make you laugh the hardest? And if you don't mind while you answer that, I want to know this video.
Please make me laugh. Like, I guess animals doing dumb things.
Those are always good ones.
Yeah.
Those are always good ones.
I guess bloopers in anime, those pretty much.
Those are good.
It's the ones that you don't expect to be funny. You look at that thumbnail and you're like, what the fuck is this? And then you watch it and it turns out to be a huge riot. That's how I find it.
All the Seth Everman videos.
Oh yes.
Incredible. Like his. So remember that one where he did I finally know what it is now because I finally listening to her music when he recreated that Billie Eilish something like that when he recreated her song Bad Guy with like the fucking scrubbing the dishes angrily and the N64 and he's playing Pillow and stuff like that, and then he ends that video with the fucking We Are Number One. Yeah. So someone said in one of the top comments is like, I'd never listened to this song, but I'm just assuming that We Are Number One is actually a part of the song now. Yeah. And then he did that piano version of Old Town Road? Is that the name of the song?
With Billy Ray Cyrus and that other guy.
Was it? I don't know the name of that country rapper dude.
It's that one guy.
Yeah, they know the guy I'm talking about. But he immediately made the crossover with Nickelback's Rockstar. Yeah. That's a good one. I feel like all the Seth Everman videos make you laugh. Yeah, especially the Greg Lord of All Elements.
Oh, from Video Game Music 2?
Video Game Music 2, yeah.
That's one of my favorite videos.
He's a talented dude.
He is.
He's so good.
But he only makes videos once in a while. But I think that's the charm of it. Is
whenever he's got a new video out, you're just like, oh shit, he's got a new video.
Some of Bill Wurtz's videos.
Bill Wurtz's videos are great. Yeah.
They're so random, but they're very catchy.
Super catchy. Yeah. Yes. He's another one of those. Like he'll have a random video. He's like, what the fuck? This is incredible. Yeah. Things that always get me, which you need to watch the new JonTron video.
I do.
JonTron's been fucking killing it.
My favorite one is still the Doctor one.
Dr. Ho. Dr. Ho. Yes. Dr. Ho is great. Like I love like classic JonTron. Like when I think back to like I think I love Birdemic because that was my first JonTron video.
$1 billion.
$1 billion. I love the Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts and the Star Fox Adventures video. But then I love like the drug PSA video, flex tape, the Disney bootlegs.
That's
is like
still one of my all-time
Disney
favorites.
bootlegs is he went above and beyond for that fucking video.
I noticed like with a lot of his videos, I think he's tried to move on from doing video game stuff.
He openly said when he had it was like end of 2017 before he went on like this 11-month break. He was like, I think I'm done talking about video games because he just wants to branch out to just things in general. Because he's like, I could stay with video games. He's like, and I don't want people to think that I don't like video games anymore. It's just I want to talk about way more, but still keep the flavor of JonTron there.
Because I noticed like a lot of YouTubers nowadays, they're like branching away from the whole video game thing.
Prime example, PewDiePie's not a gaming channel anymore.
Oh, what is he doing now?
He does the meme reviews and like the reaction videos and stuff like that. I've actually seen a meme review recently, and it's actually really funny. It's the first time I've ever like unironically laughed at a PewDiePie video, and I'm like, and I think part of it is you could see that on his face. He's loving the content he's making now.
Yeah.
And it's like when I see a content creator loving what he's making, it brings a smile to my face. And then I see like with JonTron, for example, you know, he did the one about the fucking the Dan Aykroyd vodka and the workplace safety and stuff like that. But it's like he's got like this excitement again, and he's posting videos like monthly again, and it's just it's an event, and I love it.
Even I haven't seen Markiplier in a while, but I think even he's kind of moved on from video.
He still does gameplay, but they're
not as much though.
Not as much.
Yeah, I noticed he's done other stuff too, but like I said, I haven't followed Markiplier in months, so like or maybe a year or two. But I've noticed from what I've seen and heard, he kind of branched out too.
The first channel it's part of it is just my bias because I still pay attention to them for so long. But the first like group that I saw really kind of diversifying was Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
Specifically Achievement Hunter, because remember they started doing like theater mode, and they had their Dungeons and Dragons show, Heroes and Halfwits, and then Funhouse had Twits and Crits.
Yeah.
And then like. That's when they started their podcast and kind of put their hands in. Like they have their new series Achievement Haunter now, where they go ghost hunting. And Jeff, that's actually Jeff's fucking baby project. Like that's his project right now. And it's like they've really branched out. It's like I saw that like 3 or 4 years ago. They were starting to branch out and do different content.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm noticing a lot. I mean, the YouTube trends change. Yeah. You know, there are still gaming channels. Like Game Grumps is always going to be Game Grumps. They do like, but they diversify their content, but they still have the core of what makes Game Grumps Game Grumps. Achievement Hunter has all their random stuff, but they still do Let's Plays and stuff like that because they have the Let's Play channel. Funhouse will always have their gameplay videos, which I would argue. I think when it comes to gameplay videos, I think Funhouse does it the best.
Yeah.
I love that they have turned their Let's Plays and gameplay videos into actual productions. You know, like I was watching the Disc Jam video where they had like the commentator, where Bruce was narrating at the end of the video like he was an announcer for like a sporting event, and then James and Adam were dressed up as the commentators and stuff like that.
Yes.
And they have like this massive production value on that shit now. And it's like it makes it so much more interesting. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, but then when they do just a straight up gameplay video, like it's incredible, and I love it. Or when they get like Big Man Tyrone to do Wheelhouse and stuff like that, which is great. What were we even talking about?
Just our 2 videos.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to remember
how we changed up stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because you wanted to do a different video because the original video you had.
Oh yeah. Which I would say we really, I mean, we're still gonna have gameplay videos, but it's like part of us was just wanting to branch out. Like I would say, even though we're still like a nobody channel, like I don't care if for the rest of my life we stay at 300 subscribers. Like I'm still gonna be making this shit because it's just fun to do. It's a nice little distractor, but like I'm really, how do I say this? Like the last month I've really trying to find the right words to say it. I've really wanted to make the videos better. Yeah. Like, we're making the content we want to make, but I want to make the production better. And I'm starting to feel that push again. And I can't tell you what triggered it. Maybe it was starting a new job again and having the downtimes in the day where my brain starts to think of shit. But yeah, it's something I've really thought about recently, and that's why we've done weird things like the video we're about to talk about with you not knowing music.
Yeah.
You know, and it makes me want to upgrade equipment and get a better webcam, upgrade the DSLR, start using the big camera. In fact, when we do the Ronin Expo vlog next weekend, I'm bringing that camera.
Make sure you charge the battery.
Battery's going to be charged. We're going to bring that fucking camera. We're going to do a vlog with that camera. Okay. And start dialing in shit with that camera again because it's going to be really nice. It's like but that being said, like this last, like we just hit, I think like a week or so ago, the year anniversary of Hardest Reset, which I didn't realize was even coming, but it was great because it was the first Which Would You RP that we did. Which I would say, like, this last year, I think I've made some of my favorite, and I would argue some of our best content in this last year. Yeah. I would say, even with the audio issues, that video we recorded on Thursday, the Maze Music Challenge for Maze Music Trivia for people who don't know music, is seriously, I think, one of the funniest videos we've had in a long time. Just because half of it was my disbelief that you fucking don't know shit about music, and it's so funny. And I never got into this in the video. Why don't you know much about music?
Because when I was growing up, that wasn't a thing I really focused on. When I was growing up, I played video games. I was into the anime thing, and voice actors. So, like, things like I would look up voice actors. Like, when I was a kid, I could tell you all about Pokemon. I could tell you about all my favorite video games. I could tell you, like, certain voice actors I was really obsessed with. I could tell you anything about them. But music wasn't a big factor in me growing up. Because my dad, he was a video gamer. Oh. So he introduced me to the video game thing. That's why.
See, and my dad was both. Like, he grew up playing video games, and he got me all the video game consoles I had when I was a kid. But also, he was a drummer. He played music and stuff like that. So it's like I got both. Yeah.
So when you get exposed to stuff early age and kind of stick with you, and you don't get exposed to this stuff, and then even then, like as I got older, I was more of a person that listened to pop or whatever's on the radio. I never really branched out because I was like, oh, I like this music. I'm a person that when I like something, I tend to stick with it. I don't really branch out unless someone introduces me to it. I'm a creature of habit.
And then you met me, and I ruined your world with a bunch of
music. Or you
music.
Expanded it because I had no idea electro was a thing, or even dubstep.
You had no idea of things like Porter Robinson, or you never really knew Panic at the Disco at all.
Nope.
Maybe in passing.
But I only knew like a couple songs from My Chemical Romance.
Yeah, you knew Teenagers.
And I did. Yep. And I knew who like Slipknot stuff was because I had friends who
love
them.
Yeah,
all those like Stairway to Heaven, or is that a band?
Led Zeppelin did
Led Zeppelin, okay.
But they did the song Stairway to Heaven, yeah.
Oh, but I know Led Zeppelin really now because they did one song for Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, they did Immigrant Song.
And see, yes, that's how I know.
Yeah, but hey, so shout out to Xerox who just said any cons coming up. Gonna be at Ronin Expo this week as staff. Helping out Ruben Langdon. Oh,
speaking of that.
It's funny that you said that because we were going to end off saying that we have Ronin Expo this coming weekend.
Yes.
Which we're really excited about. So, and we'll jump back to the music video in a moment. Yeah, no, we've got Ronin Expo. You're going to AX all 4 days. Mira and I are going on Saturday. Which next week I'm going to be finally getting our badges and cringing at the price, but still.
And start working on Akihiko.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I got some of the stuff. I technically already have some of the stuff for Akihiko. I just need to get the hoodie. I can get on Amazon. That's easy. I'm going to die in that hoodie though. But yeah. I do want to say that's fucking crazy that Xerox is staff helping out Ruben Langdon, which I would say that's the thing I'm most excited about for
I know.
Ronin Expo.
Well, that's the reason why even Dan wanted to go.
Dan's traveling all the way up from San Diego.
And that's the reason like we really wanted to go once we found out, because we were going to go anyway.
We always go because just Nana and Kelsey know the guy who runs it and stuff like that, who we got to meet last year, who was a super chill dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always go anyway. It's a cheap con, but it's a nice con to go to.
But then when we found out Ruben Langdon was going to go, we're like, oh yeah.
I was like, the time is coming so much.
We're like, we have to go. Ruben Langdon. I met him once before AX.
You told me he's actually a super introverted dude. And I'm like, that's... And I mean, I would believe it now.
And he's big on the environment.
He's
if you go on his Twitter, you'll see he's very big on the environment.
I didn't realize how much of a stunt choreographer for video games he was. Like, how big he was in that front.
And he does not drink monsters.
No.
Like the meme, like you've seen those memes where they're holding the monsters.
Did you see Moderately Okay's video when he's Virgil and he's like, "What is this power on this motorized scooter?" I was like, John is a meme legend.
He likes his chicken nuggies too.
He loves his nugs.
Yes.
He also loves his grilled cheese. Did you see that?
No.
Okay, so someone had sent him a grilled cheese. He's like, my friend, send me your grilled cheeses. So people were sending him pictures of their grilled cheese sandwiches, and he was just like, my grilled cheese squad is coming in.
Yes.
It's pretty great.
But yeah, so we're in an expo.
We're in an expo. I'm really excited about it. We're gonna have the whole Hardest Reset crew is gonna be there. We're all gonna be in matching cosplay. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So you'll be able to see all of us there.
Yes.
And all that fun stuff. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna touch back on the video, the music quiz, just really quick before you wrap up the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I love that video just because, like I said, just the shock of me. Like
and legit half those answers I was guessing. I knew very little, like for sure I knew.
My favorite thing is when you said that out of all the bands that I mentioned, you're like, I want to hear Gorilla Biscuits. I'm like, if you like hardcore punk, I mean, I said punk, but I realized they're hardcore punk. Excuse me.
Because I like their name.
Gorilla Biscuits is a great fucking name. Guttermouth's a great band too. They're a great punk band too.
Motionless in White, I remember that one.
Motionless in White, yeah, they got a new record coming out this month now.
Yeah.
Slipknot, I'm so excited for their new record. It comes out.
They're still making music? Wow.
Yeah, they got their new record coming out in August, and they're gonna be at the amphitheater down here end of July.
Yeah.
So
cool.
I'm hoping I got the money to go see it. Which would
save up. You're only going to X one day. You can do it.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. And then our leasing agreement made me breathe a sigh of relief, which is.
I figured it wasn't gonna be that bad.
I've never had to deal with a lease renewal before, so I wanted to be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
So, but I mean,
I do want to get back into streaming, but I need a better computer.
Same. Like I've realized that the Twitch channel kind of helped generate some like attention to some of our videos, and we've done a lot more just focus on the videos and a lot less on the streaming, and especially with Mira being home, because the Greg Stancy Gamer channel, like we keep joking and saying like the name's gonna change, like we're gonna change it to like Hardest Reset Live or HR Live or whatever we can get that's available.
Yeah.
I threw those two out, and those will probably be gone in a day.
Yep.
But no,
I'm gonna go take them right now. I'm gonna hop on Twitch.
Yeah, no. Bikini Girl 6969 or XX.
No,
Bikini
Muff
Girl.
Slayer.
Muff Slayer.
6969.
That's an old joke of ours, which is great. But no, I'll be renaming it so like Mira, as she's doing her stuff at home, while she goes through her stuff, like she might be streaming a lot on the channel in the near future. And then I know you want to start streaming again.
But I need a better computer.
I know.
I mean, I could stream on the PS4, but a lot of the stuff I want to do is on the PC.
Right.
That's why.
What are you going to do? Like Maple Story Hour?
Yeah, totally. No, I want to play like a lot of like RPG Maker games.
Okay.
Like basically indie games.
Oh, that's the thing I never got to talk to you about. Is we'll end on this note.
Okay.
You got to play a series of RPG Maker games that I've wanted to talk to you about.
Okay.
Just because what were the games that you played, and just tell me all about.
Okay, so they're by this person named Yuri. It's a girl. She makes a lot of games. She's actually remaking some of her games right now.
Really?
Yes.
That's cool.
So she's really well known for Mermaid Swamp. I don't know if you've ever heard of that game.
Never heard of it.
Okay, that was like one of her more famous games, and she remade that. She made the ones I played. She made a series called the Men series because it's based off the Crooked Man, the Sandman, the Boogeyman, and the Hanged Man.
Yeah.
So it's basically, and what I loved about it is that all these games were connected. Like the first game you play as this guy named David. The second game you play as a girl named Sophie, but David from the first game's in the second game.
That's
cool.
So
they kind of keep taking characters like the protagonists of the previous games and putting them in the following games. So I played all 4 of those, and they were really good. And I'm sad.
Which was your favorite?
The Crooked Man.
That was the first one.
That one. Out of all those,
did we play that for Visual Novel?
We did. We played a little bit, and I freaked out because you turned off the light because the atmosphere was really spooky.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that game, out of all those, that one's my favorite because that one was the most spooky. So, but I really enjoyed those. I have Mermaid Swamp downloaded. I downloaded the remake.
Yeah.
I downloaded another game called The Forest of Drizzling Rain. That's by a different person. And then I downloaded there was another one. Oh shoot, I'm blanking out which one I downloaded. Mad Father.
Okay.
Which I don't know if you ever heard of that one.
I vaguely remember
that one was really popular back in the day. Like Markiplier played that one.
Right.
But I never beat that one, so I played it. So I was just for a while. I was on a RPG Maker kick because
you've beaten 14. You've beaten up to the new expansion, so there's not much you can do.
Yeah, and then I was I was looking at some of these RPG Maker. Like I finally finished Wada no Hara because I played that ages ago, but I never finished it. That one's kind of. But it's not okay. It is scary. It isn't scary. It's more, It's more like a spoopy horror. Like the first half is cutesy. The second half is really trippy.
Right.
And it's like it's very unnerving because there's some themes in there that just even made me feel very uncomfortable.
Right.
And I was like, oh.
You talk about because you mentioned streaming things.
Mm-hmm.
Part of what I want to stream, I honestly have been bouncing back and forth about streaming just my marathon to Shadowbringers.
Yeah.
Which I think would be interesting because if you garner enough attention, you can get an interesting group of people to jump in depending on what server you're in and run through like the dungeons and shit.
Yeah.
So you're not sitting there waiting like. It could be 20 minutes.
Like Larry's are. He's one of the more he's the one who got to go to the media press tour. And
I take it he streams 14 a lot?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he makes those basically series.
I know I know that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
if he streamed as well.
Yeah, he streams. He streams and makes videos and all that good stuff.
Cool, yeah.
His main shtick is 14.
That's cool that he was invited to the press release, by the way. But I would like to stream some of my progress for 14. I also, because I kept saying it, and I know I'm a day late and $1 short on this, but I still, because I've never played Doki Doki Literature Club.
You're a day late and $1 short, bro.
I'm so late to it, but everyone has told me, no, Greg, you would fucking love
it. If you stream it, some things will change. I will tell you that right now.
Yeah, you told me that. Yeah. Like, I have some of the spoilers, and Mira told me the basic plot of the whole game.
Yeah. Well, I figured we should, because you're a person that needs it. Me, I just kind of, I think I read some of the warnings, a little bit, but I didn't delve into it because I wanted to go in blind, and then when I found out, I was like, ooh, this is really unnerving and really.
Yeah, and I have an idea for a monthly thing that I'm gonna kind of keep a secret for now, but I'll tell you after the podcast. Because we had a period of time back when I wasn't working that like we would stream. It was like from November. It was like from late November to like early January. We had this period of time where we were streaming, and then as I started focusing on the Uber stuff, I stopped streaming, and like my streaming just went like that. You know, I'm still technically a Twitch affiliate, but I haven't done much to really, garner that, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I want to get back into it, but I think like the prep, getting ready for Shadowbringers might be the push that I need. So I don't know. Yeah. I know you want to stream again. We all want to stream, which is why I want to rename this channel. I want to rename it anyway because we stream the podcast on here and it'd be easier to say have something related to Hardest Reset on here. Yeah. So. But yeah, so I think that's about it. I think that was a good podcast. It was a decent hour and 30 plus minute. I mean, we had this 6 minute pre-show of us just posting it everywhere. But yeah, it was a good podcast. I'm so glad we got to do a Duocast together, my dude. It was awesome. So we're gonna wrap this up on a little grind and play with some more 14 and all that fun stuff. So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can catch this live every other Sunday on twitch.tv/GregSnazzyGamer Twitch. We're gonna actually put an announcement when we finally change the Twitch name on here. And at the same time, I'm also gonna, when we finally put our nose to the grindstone and start streaming again, I'm gonna have like a side update video kind of explaining all that, because I want to make sure we have all of our ducks in a row, and then we want to be able to, but yeah, it'd be a lot of fun because I'd like to get more people back in here again.
I definitely want to get back to making vlogs again.
Hell yeah, I would love to, even if they're not like convention vlogs, just doing like the dumb, like remember like way back in the first year when we were two Snazzy Gamers, when we went to the LA County Fair and we just did the vlog of like hanging out and stuff like that. Yeah, maybe do something like that every other time. It's like, I joined right when it ended. Lol. I am so sorry, my dude.
Rip mediocre skills.
We are so sorry, my dude. But if you do want to catch the VOD for the podcast, you can go to youtube.com/artistreset, where these get uploaded every Monday. In fact, I'm going to be uploading it tonight, and it's going to be pushed out in the morning, so it'll be fun. So yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
And we'll be back in 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, we'll be back 2 weeks from now. Like I said, we're trying to get back into the normal streaming side of things, which is always fun. But like I said, especially, I legitimately think within the next week or so, I'm going to start hardcore streaming just to get ready for fucking noted. Thanks, no problem, man. But especially with the getting ready for Shadowbringers, I may do some like maybe a day during the weekday, and then maybe on a Friday or a Saturday, like stream progress. Yeah. Which would be fun. I think it'd be a lot of fun, and it'll also give me the push to actually get finished. I mean, not that I already didn't have that push. Yeah. And then do other stuff from there. So. All right. Well, before we go, where can everyone find you on Twitter and Instagram?
Twitter is Yumi Joshi with 2 eyes, and then Instagram is Me Gusta with 2 eyes. I like my eyes.
You like your eyes. You can find myself at Greg Snazzy Gamer on both Tumblr. No, I don't have a Tumblr.
Instagram.
On Instagram.
And Twitter.
And Twitter.
Are you ever thinking of changing that?
No, I like it a lot.
You like it a lot?
I still, even though we're not these sassy gamers anymore, I like that name a lot. It would take a lot. Like, the only one I've ever thought of changing is maybe Instagram to be maybe that snazzy cosplayer, but they're still blank snazzy blank.
Yeah, you just want to be snazzy.
Yeah, like that's fine. I like that name a lot, but Twitter's always gonna be Greg Snazzy Gamer just because I like that a lot.
Yeah.
It's just I found that name. It's a great name, and I like that a lot. So
if you like your name, keep it. Right?
I do. Yeah. I mean, HR Greg doesn't have that ring to it like Greg Snazzy Gamer does. But yeah. So we'll catch you guys in 2 weeks with another edition of the podcast. We will catch you guys. It won't
be just us two though.
It will be and you guys can find Mira, who's not here tonight, at Mirito Cosplay on both Twitter and Instagram. You can find her there.
I'm the oddball here.
She's the oddball with the two different ones and all that fun stuff. So yeah, until then, we will catch you guys later. It's a fun podcast. Glad we got to do Duocast. Got to do these again sometime.
We do, definitely.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun just chatting and chilling with you. So until then, thank you all for joining. Thank you all for showing up, and we'll catch you guys later.